What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. Are the bulls back? We're going to talk about Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum for your daily update. Also, I want to remind you guys, there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. We'll talk about some targets, see what I'm looking at, and let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, I want to remind you I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. I am just showing you my opinion of the market. And just remember, it's my opinion, not yours. And let's take a look at the news headlines. Bitcoin rebounds as coronavirus infected stocks. Bitcoin uncertainty and the ultimate narrative. Bitcoin's option market sees low chance of post-halving rally. Local Bitcoins hits a 7-year low. Tim Draper would make Bitcoin a national currency if he could. This indicator just signaled buy for Bitcoin. And why Bitcoin mega boost past 9,000 offing. So, a little bearish, a little bullish, a little bit of both. 38 is our fear and greed index, the same as yesterday. We're still in the fear zone. Bitfinex, BitMEX, Binance longs versus shorts. We have 60.43% longs and 39.57% shorts. Bitfinex, as always, still super high longs. So what we've been talking about here on the monthly, if we can get above this 9,200, we may have a nice little rally. And I've been talking about this for for about a month, 2 months actually, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 3 months on this. But I have this triangle drawn in here, and it looks like we have a A, B, C, and we are about to make a D. And I said if we broke up this month, we could possibly get up to the 11.1 to 11.3 range. And I expect a rejection there. I will be shorting that with a tight stop loss because if we do break it, it is going to be very bullish. But if you guys are interested in trading, I will leave a Bybit tutorial up top. I also have a Bybit, a Prime XBT, and a Femex link down before you get bonuses for signing up. Definitely check them out. They're down below. If you guys are interested in it, check it out. It helps me out. I get a small commission off of it. If you are getting something out of these videos and you are trading, definitely consider using my links. So anyways, but yeah, I'll show you real quick for anyone that hasn't seen it. I'm going to try to zip through it just to give you an idea of why this is what I'm looking at. If we look at we bring a Fibonacci extension from the swing high to the swing low, which was over here, and we look at where we went up to. It was right in the golden pocket zone, which is in between the 0.615 and 0.618 last year at the 13.8. Now if we bring this back down to last year's high, to the swing low here, right here's the swing low, swing high, and if you look, that is the golden retracement zone there. And I had said if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this week. Come up to the 11.1 to 11.3, and I do think we're going to get rejected, come back down, and anywhere between $5,400 and $8,000 range. Mostly looking for around, it's actually around 76, 77 is most likely. But that would be around May, right around the halving time. And then I would expect us to move up from there. But let's look over here at the daily. Now on the daily, as you can see, we are trying to pop. I had this falling channel in white. We popped out of it, and the target of that was 79.45. That did not hit. Yesterday we had a target that's 89.52. We did come up and test that. It looks like we're most likely going to break that today, guys. It's actually looking pretty damn bullish. But again, don't get too bullish unless we pass 11,100, 11,300. Just want to keep that in your mind. We could get rejected here. We are having trouble with this top trend line, which is from this falling channel here, which we popped out of here, came back down. And right now that is lying right at that 89.50. So if we break the 89.50 here, guys, and then we get support back on the top of this trend line, we could be headed up towards possibly 9,700 area. I actually threw a target in our members group today around 95, a little over 95. But that's going into a little more detail than I have time to do here. So anyways, we'll go through it real quick. And let's look at the RSI. The RSI is one of my favorite indicators, possibly my favorite. It's actually a true indicator. But anyways, looking at this falling channel here, which we broke out of over here, we came into this blue rising channel, broke out of that, came back down. To test the top of this, we broke through back in this channel, and it looks like we are trying to break back up and out of this now. If we are not able to, I see us coming down to retest the bottom of this rising white channel right in this area. And where would that be? Most likely around this 79.45 area, guys. If we can't break above this 89.50 zone, I see us coming back down to the 79.45. Then I do have a target of, if this does not hold, looking at the 7,700. If that doesn't hold, 7,300. I do have worst case scenario, guys. And that is this 53.74 down here, which is the 0.786 retracement of this whole move here. So let's see what happens. I think it's still possible we get a nice rally up. No guarantees, but it is a damn good possibility. Let's look at, let's go over to the 4 hour, and then we'll get into Ethereum or Litecoin, and then we'll get into Ethereum. So let me show you why I'm looking at that 54, and that's if we get rejected here at the 90, around 97 area. I do have a measured move. If we were to break down from this range here, and we bring this down, the measured move of this rising wedge here gets us right to that 5,400, which is also the top of this trend line I have here. And if you guys aren't familiar with the trend lines I have drawn in here, let me show you real quick. We have this trend line I made off the bottom of these 3 wicks. I cloned it. I put it up on top of this wick, and this wick, and told you guys it would be support and resistance on the way up. And it was, and now it is support and resistance on the way down. As you can see, each time we hit one of these, we got rejected. Came back up, broke it, it became support. Same thing here, we played on this one for a while. And then the next, we got some resistance here, broke through, came back down, got support for a little while, broke back through, tried to get support on the second one, came back, almost hit the third, and now we are coming up to test this again. Like I said, yesterday we had this target of 89.69, which hit almost exactly, about 89.77. And now, like I said, we're going to be looking to try to break this top trend line again. If we can do that and get support on it, my targets after that, guys, if you look at this falling channel I have here, the measured move of the breakout, which we have broken out, came back down, tested it for support, got support, about 92.77, which also lines up with the 200 EMA there. So I would, if we are able to break this $9,000 range, 92.77 would be my next target. And then I had thrown the Fibonacci extension from the swing high to the swing low, and the 0.618 retracement is around 9,721, which would also line right up with this trend line we have over here. And that would be, you know, this week. But like I said, keep in mind we could get a huge, just a huge move up, guys. But I would not get too bullish unless we pass 11.1 to 11.3. That's when I get extremely, extremely bullish. And guys, you know I am a long-term bull big time. I love Bitcoin. I'm not trying to put fear into anybody. I'm just showing you the possibilities. So anyways, that's what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. It looks pretty good today. Like I said, unless we get, let me show you real quick what else I'm looking at as a possibility. I do want to show you guys this. We have been looking at this for about 2 months now. Way back in here, I drew this just as a possibility, speculation, and it seemed to play out pretty good. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Seems like we are still playing that out. And if you look down here, that 7,300 is that 0.786 that I was looking at. If we pass If we pass that 7,300, I believe it invalidates the inverse head and shoulders, and then we're probably looking down to that 5,400 range. But what I'm looking at right now, guys, is, let me show you, a possible inverse head and shoulders in here. You can see it. We got a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder forming this. So we could come all the way back down to about the 8650 range and retest this trend line, actually around the 8630. Retest this trend line before coming back up. But if we are able to do that, or even if we break it now, the measured move off of this little inverse head and shoulders gets us to, make that yellow, right around the 8539 range. That's measured move if this is an inverse head and shoulders here, which it does seem to be like that's what it is. But we'll see. Like I said, that's what I'm looking at now, guys. We will have to keep checking it out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely do so. Click the subscribe button, tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post videos, and let's get into Litecoin. Also, guys, leave your comments down below that get you entered to win a free t-shirt. I will be making the giveaway something different next week, but as of now, it's still the t-shirt. So you can check out the t-shirts, my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com. It's down below. Let's take a look at Litecoin and what I'm seeing here. So Litecoin, we had the 55 EMA on the 4 hour right at the 63.80. If we are able to break that, I do have this measured move right around the 70, actually it's a little bit lower, around $72.50 to $7,300 range. Actually, I'm just going to leave it up here. But that's if we can break the 63.68 range. If not, most likely come back down, retest the 54.65. And if that doesn't hold, my next target is the 46.36 all the way down to the 42. But like I said, it looks like we could have a nice run up in everything this week, guys. We'll see how it pans out, but that's what I'm looking towards. But again, don't get too bullish. And if we look at this rising or falling broadening wedge here, I do have a target if we are to break out up in this area, would be around the 105, which would also line up with this trend line we have here. We'll see what happens. If we do get that run up to 11.1, 11.3, most likely going to see this for our target for Litecoin. If that happens, but like I said, if it's going to happen, it has to happen this week, guys. If it doesn't happen this week, I don't see it happening. But always keep in mind, whenever we do break this top trend line, it's extremely bullish, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, we had put these targets in yesterday. Looks like we are getting rejected at the 55 EMA on the 4 hour. If we are able to break that, which I do think we're most likely going to, we do have a measured move from when we broke out of this triangle up to 254.79. If we do come back down, I still have this target down here at the 203. If we cannot pass the 235 range, then we're most likely going to head back down towards the 203. And I do have this target too if we moved this over 182 area, which is also the 0.618. And that's only if we can't pass this 234 range, guys. But if we can pass the 234 range, my target's going to be around the 254, possibly as high as 272. Keep an eye on it, see what happens. I don't think I looked at the RSI for you guys for the 4 hour on Bitcoin. But yeah, as you can see, we popped back into this channel, came back out, and it's actually looking pretty good right now, guys. It looks like we may come all the way back up to test the top of this bigger channel we have in here. Sorry, the video is kind of crazy today. I'm in a hurry. I got a dentist appointment. I got to go to work, obviously. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, if you did, hit the subscribe button, which is the CryptoSavy logo above my head. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post videos. Make sure you hit the all when you do that. Also, smash that like button. Leave your comments down below. I want to see how many likes we can get on this video, so smash them, guys. Take it easy.